Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the BioTE Cup Series support races here on Rice Motorsports TV. And they're actually getting ready to roll over to qualifying here, and we'll go ahead and as they're getting ready to come out, go ahead and give them a shout out to some of our sponsors here. Thank them for their support. That would be BioTE and Georgetown OBGYN. Now today they're at Lime Rock Park, and 78-degree air temperature, winds only 2 miles an hour. Now they're running 40% fuel here tonight. Got unlimited tires and 45 scheduled laps around this 1.46 mile facility. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And let's see, they got 10 minutes to qualify. Folks are heading out on track. There's, I believe, Matthew Wilson's out there or getting ready to go out. Let's see, Sean McLaughlin's already on track. A few other folks are already on track. An unlimited number of laps, as many number of laps as you can get in that 10-minute time period. And so far, nobody's crossed the line yet for their first hot lap. James Bosker also on. He may be one of the. Now this may be the start of a hot lap. Let's see what happens when he crosses the line here. No time yet, so this will be his first hot lap. We'll follow James around and see if he's the first one to put a time on the board. Coming down to that treacherous final turn. We've seen some folks go off there, carrying a lot of speed, and let's see what time he gets here as he crosses the stripe. And he's the first one on the board with a 53.013. Sean McLaughlin, just like that, bumps him. He moves on to provisional pole of 52.789. Paul Buchanan right now slotted into that P2 position, 52.979. Cody Staton just putting the time on the board. He was fourth, just got bumped. He's now 53.859 in the P5 position. James Bosker bumped him from that position, moving up to P4. Let's see, there's Kevin Mahoney, 66 car, no time yet though for Mahoney. This may be his first time lap here. Making their way down now to the final turn. We'll see what he gets as he crosses the line here. And it looks like he'll start off P7 there. Actually just jumped up to P8, 53.090. But he was P7. That was Paul Buchanan that moved up to P7. Daryl Space currently in 11th position, 53.254. And he just got bumped to 12th. Kevin Mahoney bumped him, and he just got bumped himself. James Bosker now P11. Charles Roberson just crossed the line with a 5th place fastest time, 52.821. And their turn-in time's just under a minute here, so they've got plenty of time to try to improve on these lap times. so far, Matthew Wilson is on provisional pole with that 52.587. Trying to see if he can, he's only ahead of Sean McLaughlin by 0.05 of a second. Kevin Winker now on the board. 52.637, his personal best. Good for P3 at the moment. Let's see. Has everybody been out there yet? There's who haven't we seen yet? Let's see. There's Matthew Batney. He's currently 6th quickest. 52.820. Coming out of that final turn, we'll see if he improves his time. Currently P8 as he crosses the line. He does not improve though. He remains in the 8th position. Just over 3 minutes to go in qualifying. 78 Josh Brock showing P10 2.830. Let's see if he moves up as he crosses the stripe. Unfortunately, no. Number 8, Jason Bonneville, currently P12, 2.966. Time's quickly running out now. We'll see if he's able to, let's look at his sector times here. And so far, he has not improved on his sector times. And it looks like he's going to abort that lap and head on down pit road. A lot of guys are coming in now. I think a lot of folks are done. Let's see if Paul Bojanic there at P13, we'll see if he stays out to improve on this lap time here. It looks like he's staying in it. Come down to the line, see if he can improve on that 52.979. And unfortunately, well, he didn't even get a time, so he must have went off the road somewhere, because if you do go off the road, then you will. Or actually, that lap won't even count if you get off the road at all or hit anything. They're pretty strict on the qualifying. And I think, let's see, James Brosper, he's still out. Currently P14, trying to improve on that 53.013. And it doesn't look like, he wasn't able to improve. 53.244 was that last lap. It was Sean McLaughlin, P4. And he's, he didn't improve in Sector 1. He is quicker in Sector 2. Trying to see if he can beat that 52.637. He just went fastest in Sector 3. So he might be moving up the order here. He's coming down to the final turn. Going flying through there. Good exit. Let's see what happens as he crosses the stripe. Will he improve on that P4 starting time? He crosses the stripe and actually, unfortunately, he did not improve his time. He was quickest actually in sectors 3 and 4, but he did not improve his starting position. Now this time he's a personal best in sector 1. But it looks like he's going to run out of time though. I don't think it will count if he doesn't get to the line. We'll see what happens here. He did not improve in sector 2. Sectors 3 and 4, he was actually went purple. He was the fastest time. But in less than 15 seconds now left in qualifying. I don't know if they'd allow him to continue. Here we are, 8 seconds to go. He's coming out of that final turn, and he is off. He's not even a personal best in sector 3. And so I don't. Oh wait a minute, he did improve. He went to P1. Sector 1 did it for him. 52.296. Wow, he got it right at the. Oh wow, that's crazy. Right at the stripe there. So they'll be we'll be getting ready to roll over to the starting grid here. And while we do that, we'll go ahead and take a moment and hear from our sponsors. And you're watching the BioTE Cup Series support races here on Rice Motorsports TV. Today, BioTE is a leading innovator in precision and preventative healthcare. We have translated over 80 years of scientific insight into medical approaches that identify and address imbalances in the production of hormones that occur as the body ages. BioTE is poised as a leader in the health and wellness revolution by offering personalized hormone therapy and high-grade nutraceuticals to people who want to take charge of their health. This is accomplished through personalized and preventative healthcare, made possible with hormone optimization. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or check out the link in the description. Georgetown OBGYN provides complete women's care to the Central Texas area with a focus on patient comfort and satisfaction. Dr. Vincent Sherman, Dr. John Sherman, and Dr. Kelly Monteville look forward to providing you with the excellent care you deserve. They take pride in combining experience you can trust with the most innovative treatments. For more information, click the link in the description below.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bryant. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we are back here and we're getting ready to get going here with the BioTE Cup Series support races. And waiting for them to get ready to roll off in just a few seconds. And as we do so, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup here. And on the pole, Sean McLaughlin, he hangs on to that pole position. He's followed by the number 88, Matthew Wilson. Riley Hoots is in third. Alan Bledsoe is in the fourth position. Kevin Winker is fifth. Kelly Thomas is sixth. Ryan Cruz is seventh. Charles Roberson in the eighth spot. Ninth is Cody Statton. Matthew Batby rounds out the top 10. And they're followed by Josh Brock, P11. 12th is Gerald Space in the 12th position. 13th is Jason Montville, Albagenic, 14th position. James Brosker, 15th. And Kevin Mahoney rounds out the field in the 16th position. McLaughlin will be leading them to the green flag. Getting ready for 45 laps of action here at Lime Rock Park. It'll be interesting to see. They've got that 45% or 40% fuel, so it'll be interesting to see if how that works out. Gonna have to check trading paint. For some reason, Alan Bledsoe's paint, it shouldn't be putting a number on his car because it's a custom paint. And maybe we'll try refreshing trading paint to see what happens. But it shouldn't be doing that. But we'll check on that and see what happens. They're coming to the green flag here. Pace car is in.
Green flag, green flag.
We got a green flag and we are racing at Lime Rock Park. McLaughlin, he leads them down into turn one. Everybody's right there. There's Riley Hoots hot on his tail, followed by the 88 of Matthew Wilson. Alan Bledsoe fighting hard to hold on to that fourth position, trying to keep Kevin Winker back there. Kevin Winker's got Kelly Thomas now battling with him. Everybody got away cleanly here. Ryan Cruz, he's on a mission trying to get past the 28 machine. Oh, and I think that was, who was that? South Roster, I think, getting a little squirrely going back there, and he was able to hang on. Battling with Charles Roberson there for that 11th position. As they come down through the treacherous final turn, everybody stays on track. Up front, Sean McLaughlin, he manages to retain the lead almost a full. Oh, somebody just went in the grass. I think it was, who was that? Was that Matthew Wilson? Wilson, I don't think he hit anything that we can see. Looks like he's able to continue. Looks like Matthew also went off track as well. Let's go over and see Matthew here and see what happened. And there he is racing down to turn one. He went in there. He might have went in just a little too hot. He got a wheel on that grass, and he was on his way. And, oh, he did bump into the tire barrier just a little bit. It doesn't look like he really had a whole lot of damage. Not enough, hopefully, to put him in the pits. We hope not. He'll be able to continue. Leon McLaughlin is still the leader. Riley Hoots right there. McLaughlin starting to put well. It's like 0.9 seconds. The lead's starting to come down a little bit. Riley Hoots now trying to close in. Alan Bledsoe in that third position. somebody's Gerald Space is on pit road, just exiting pit road, 3-second pit stop. I don't know if he something happened for Gerald to go off, and I don't know if he had to use a fast repair or what. I didn't get any reports. It just said he jumped back to the pits, but I don't see any reports of him even going off track or anything. So, oh, he did go off track. Okay, so that's what happened. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Gerald there. And this is like the first couple of laps of the race, and he got that left rear off into the grass. And I think he, you see him got the wheel turn, and he did manage to, okay, at first I thought he was going to clear the bushes, but he did get hung up there a little bit. So I don't know if he jumped to the pits, towed back or what, but now he's running, and he's showing one lap down, unfortunately. Sean McLaughlin trying to open up that gap now, 1.5 seconds. Oh boy, I tell you, he just about got that left rear in the grass. So we'll see if he's able to hold on to that. And now Riley Hoots is starting to get a little closer. Now the gap is starting to come down about 3/4 of a second where Riley Hoots is starting to work in on the number 33. Let's see if he'll be able to catch him here in a little while. Kevin Winker still, actually, he's now in the 3rd position. He's moved up 2 spots. Bledsoe lost a position. Kelly Thomas is still in the 4th position. He's moved up a couple of spots. Looking back through the order here, there's Ryan Cruz in the 6th spot. He moved up a position. Cody Statton, he's gained a couple of spots. And Josh Brock in the 8th position. He's everybody's moved up a little bit. James Rosker, he's the big mover. He's moved up 6 positions since the start of the race. Oh, we just see Kevin Mahoney there cutting some grass there. In that 12th position, he still he improved 4 positions. Paul Vajanik, he's gained a spot since the start of the race, and Matthew Batney, actually Batney lost a couple of positions. I believe he went off in the grass as well. We didn't see it on the replay, but I think he did cut a little grass as well. Just like Jason Montville and they both obviously lost positions from that as well. And there's Matthew Wilson. No, it wasn't Jason. I'm sorry. I think it was Matthew Wilson that went off in the grass. And, of course, he's not last because Gerald Space went off as well. And I think he might have either was going slowly back to the pits, and by the time he got back out, he had lost a lap. So, unfortunately, he's the only car a lap down. And you can see he's not too far ahead of the leader, only 10 seconds. Riley Hoots now in the lead. He passed Sean McLaughlin for that lead position. Let's see here. Let's go back and take a look at that pass. And here he is coming down. And you see McLaughlin. He got a little closer to the edge of that grass. We saw him put a wheel off there earlier. That cost him a little momentum, and Riley Hoots just said, "Thank you very much. I'll just zip right on by." Riley Hoots into the lead. Now about half second ahead of Sean McLaughlin. These two are going to be battling it out. Kevin Winker in that 3rd spot. He's got Kelly Thomas trying to bear down on him there. trying to hold on to that podium position. We're 9 laps in on this 45-lap race. And it'll be very, very interesting to see how things hold on. Alan Bledsoe, I saw getting a little swirly back there. A little further back in the field, Josh Brock, he's right now comfortably in that 8th position, trying to catch Cody Stanton, who's right ahead of him in 7th. Kevin Mahoney, I think he just took a little trip off very briefly. Boy, that last turn is really treacherous. Those guys are carrying a lot of speed down there, and it just really gets interesting. And it's a little treacherous right here going into turn 1. I'd say that the final turn and the first turn are the 2 most treacherous turns for these guys on the track here at Lime Rock Park. John McLaughlin working in a little closer on Riley Hoots. See if he can get that lead back from the number 5. They're racing now down to the final turn. Does he keep it on track? He makes a better exit that time. Riley Hoots is moving down to the inside, protect that inside line as they go down into turn 1. And these two are really starting to pull away from the rest of the field. You can see Winker leading a battle of 4 right there for position. How about Kelly Thomas trying to get past Ryan Cruz? He gets past the 0-0. Cruz not quite in position. He's trying to hold on. He's going to stay ahead of the 18 of Cody Stanton. Good battling going on here, folks. So Winker, he got into that podium position. Kelly Thomas on the move up to the 4th spot. That's Josh Brock. He's at the tail end of that particular group. And then comes the 8 of James Rossica right there. He's leading that next group with Charles Roberson, Kevin Mahoney. We saw Paul Bajanic battle with Michael Batby. They're for position. Bajanic, he is going to move past the number 9. And boy, I tell you, Matthew Wilson, he is right there. Batby better be careful. Wilson might get the jump on him if he overdrives the corner. Oh, we got to report Alan Bledsoe had crashed. He's back to the 15th position. Let's see what happened here with Alan. And he went in the grass. It wasn't an actual crash. See him there on some grass, and he's getting her rolled down and trying to ease back onto the track. Oh, and he basically, I don't know why he came to a stop. I guess he saw all those cars going by and said, you know, I'm just going to let all these guys go. Because he didn't even have all 4 tires on the pavement just yet. So now he's continuing along in that 15th, I think it's, where is he now? I'm not sure what position, what position he's showing in? Showing in 13th position there. And he did get past Matthew Batby. Is Batby, is he showing some, oh, he's got some damage on the front of his car. I'm not sure where that came from. I'm gonna look back and see. We do have a report. He went off track somewhere. Let's take a look here and see if we can see. This is from a lap or so ago. That the nose of the car looks good there. Oh, this may be, Kevin Winker got spun around. Batby went off. I don't think he made contact. He got into the back of Paul Bajanic. That may be where he got his damage, got into that 2 machine. So I'm gonna guess that's where he got that damage. We're now live. Let's check back up the front. Riley, he's continued to lead. It's almost 9/10 between him and Sean McLaughlin. But boy, they're like 7 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. You can see on the track map how far away they are. Kelly Thomas and Cody Statton are now battling for that third position. They've got a nice gap between them and fifth place Josh Rock. Rock is fairly comfortable in that fifth spot. Charles Roberson is the next competitor. He's got a bit of a cushion between him as well. And we have Kevin Mahoney in the 7th position. And then we have Jason Monteville, and these are some guys that are battling here. Matthew Wilson coming up, trying to put pressure on the 8 machine, and James Brosser also. Somebody's on pit road. Brian Cruz he's just exiting pit road. 3.1 second stop for the 00. And back to this battle here. Monteville. Trying to hold on to that 8th position. Now we have 3 cars a lap down. Winker Cruz and Gerald Space. And boy, Monteville trying to hold on that inside line. He does manage to hold Wilson back, at least for now anyway. Wilson trying to figure out where he can get past that 8 machine. Now 16 laps in. Kelly Thomas still no pressure from behind. He's looking pretty good there. Let's look back at the field. There's Monteville now. Wilson, he's starting to get a bit of pressure from James Brossinger. Alan Bledsoe trying to get back up there and get in the mix as well. Behind them, Matthew Batby. I think Paul Pajanik had passed him, but then Batby has now passed him back for that 12th position as they continue to battle here. He still has that damage. He didn't use a fast repair or anything, so his car must be okay as far as that damage is concerned. They race down the front stretch. They continue to battle along, and your leader, Riley Hoots, coming down pit road along with Sean McLaughlin. He's following him right in. He's going to stick on that same strategy with the leader. Kelly Thomas also making his way into the pits. We might see lap 19. We might see a lot of folks looks like they're all going to follow the same strategy here fuel-wise. I haven't seen anybody stay out yet. Everybody's coming in. The entire field is making their way in. Nobody has rolled the dice to stay out yet. We do have some folks, as Kevin Winker, he's getting his lap back. Now, we don't know if he'll have to stop. We're at lap 19. Well, I imagine he'll have to stop before everything's over and done with. Gerald Space still showing 1 lap down. I'm not sure if he was 1 lap down the whole time or just 2 or not. But Riley Hoots and McLaughlin are back out. Boy, McLaughlin, he's a little further back. Who is that right behind? That's Kevin Winker, I think, isn't it? Riley Hoots, yeah, that's the 51, the Kevin Winker. He's on the tail. He got a lap down, though. He stayed out, but I think he might have lost his lap again after Riley Hoots came out of the pits. So Sean McLaughlin, he wasn't too far behind, but boy, I tell you, he must have lost some time coming out of the pits, because he's a lot further back now from Riley Hoots. Well over 3 seconds. Let's take a look at their pit stop times and see how everybody did. Now Hoots, he did 8.3. McLaughlin, oh yeah, he was there 7/10 longer than that, a whole lot, 9 seconds flat. And 9 seconds for Thomas, 8.5 for Staton and Brock. Roberson and Mahoney actually stayed out. They're not showing any pit stop time. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we are with that. Look a little further back, Cody Staton in that 4th position. Trying to catch Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin is quicker than him so far. He's trying to stay ahead of Kelly Thomas. He was over a second quicker than Thomas in that first sector. There's Thomas not too far behind him there. Still losing a little ground in sectors 2 and 3. But I think it's going to be hard for Sean McLaughlin to make up that deficit now. That pit stop did not help him. But Riley Hoots, saw it before they started the next lap. He was quicker in the first 3 sectors, I believe. And Gerald Space now coming on the pit road. And the 30 machine hits his pit box there. No tires or anything, but filling up that tank. 8.2 seconds for the 30 machine on his way back out. And bad timing there, because he's showing one lap down, but he might go 2 laps down now, because the leader, Riley Hoots, and Hoots gets off in the grass. Hey, you never can say never, folks. Everything going wrong for Riley Hoots. Oh no. And he's spinning in there. Sean McLaughlin, thank you very much. He moves right. That is about the only thing that was going to happen to get Sean McLaughlin back up there. Oh my goodness. You saw it just as we were looking at it. And man, boy, you got a feel for Riley Hoots there. He had a very comfortable lead, and now he's going to have to deal with Cody Staton and Ryan. Let's see, Ryan Cruz. He's not on the lead lap, but Staton is, and he's trying to see if he can mount some pressure here now on Riley Hoots. 1.1 seconds behind the number 5 car. Sean McLaughlin now, he can rest easy a little bit now. He doesn't have nearly as much pressure on him, and boy, how things can change. He was 3 seconds behind, and now he's a whopping 11 seconds. Man, 11.9, might as well call it 12 seconds ahead of Riley Hoots. But hey, knock on wood, we've seen how this track can bite you very quickly if you take one of these corners too hot. It definitely can get you. Look a little further back in the field. There's Charles Roberson. He's in the 6th position. Now he's got a good second gap between him and the guys in front and behind, Brock and Mahoney. So no problems there. Alan Bledsoe, he's battling with Jason Monteville and Matthew Batby, currently in that 11th position. Now 21 laps remaining. Sean McLaughlin coming down to the line. And he continues to enjoy now 12-second lead. And let's look a little further back in the field. There's Paul Bojanic taking his way down. Sean McLaughlin, nice gap there, very comfortable. See, somebody's on pit road. That's Kevin Winker making his way down. And he was already a lap down. So I wonder if let's see now. This Winker, this is his second time down on pit road. So he had already stopped once. That's a long stop there, 9.5 seconds. Ryan Cruz making his way down. He's already in his pit box. 8.4 seconds for the 00. And Riley Hoots, he's still in that second position, but he's 12 seconds back. He's 2 seconds ahead of Cody Statt now, a little bit of breathing room. And Kelly Thomas, he's doing a good job holding on to that 4th spot, followed by Josh Brock in the number 78. They have Charles Roberson behind them in the P6 position, followed by Kevin Mahoney. There's Matthew Wilson. He had some early spins, and but he's still in that top 10, currently running in the space in the 8th position. Let's see. Yeah, hey, Young Money in the chat. Yeah, hey, man, what's up with him, man? Yeah, somebody need to talk to that guy. Matthew Batby, wow, 11th position. He's the current points leader in the Cup Series. They run on Thursday nights, and he's kind of tooling along there in the 11th position. I don't know, in the these. It's you never know from race to race. It's such a random deal here, and so we'll see how it happens as it goes along. Now, granted, he did have a spin early at in the beginning, and there have been a couple other guys that spun as well. So yeah, it just some of that racing luck, I guess. Paul Bojanic, he's now back in the 13th position. He had been up a little higher, but and of course Kevin Winker, you saw him, he was doing real good there, and his fortunes changed rather quickly, unfortunately. Good fortune for Sean McLaughlin, though, in that lead. The lead has dropped a little bit down to 10 seconds. Riley Hoots is still in that 2nd position, but we have 16 laps to go, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not that, with the fuel situation, how things will hold out there. We look at the, let's take a look at the stint lengths, and let's see. Everybody went 18 laps. The whole field came in on lap 18, or I guess I would say lap 19 maybe. And of course the guys that are a couple of laps down or lap down or so, they're obviously offset from the rest of the field. So that's what affected them. And so far, they're 11 laps into this stint. So maybe 7 more laps to go. Who knows, folks? Less than 10 laps to go. We may see another shakeup here on the order. Maybe. It just depends. Because they're spaced out now. It may not really have too much effect here. Let's see, Charles Roberson, he's got a nice battle going on there. He's trying to stay ahead of 7-8 Josh Brock, who's right there behind him. That's, from what I can see, that's one of the closest battles on track at the moment. Look back here at Jason Monteville. You know, he's got some battling going on there too. Monteville Batby and Alan Bledsoe. All trying to, they're running 10th, 11th, and 12th respectively. And that other battle boy, Josh Brock, he got past the 24 into that 5th position. Once he got past him, he just took off there. Charles Roberson now in P6 spot there. You know, that gap is continuing to come down. Riley Hoots, he's running second, but now it's 9.3 seconds. Let's take a look at their sector times there between him and McLaughlin. Now, McLaughlin, this particular lap, he's been over a 1/10 of a second slower than Riley Hoots in this last lap. Hoots is a little 4/10 of a, for 400ths of a second, I should say, quicker than McLaughlin in sector 1. Looks like they're, I guess they were dead even in sector 2. He finally had, I guess he had to wait for him to cross the timing line. McLaughlin is actually up in sectors 2 and 3 as he completes that lap. Now 12 remaining. Let's see as Hoots crosses the line here, and he is 3/10 down. So John McLaughlin trying to turn the wick up here and stay ahead of Riley Hoots. Hoots is quicker in sector 1, 800ths, might as well say 900ths of a second there. Hoots hasn't completed sector 2 yet, though. Can't even really see him if you were to look out his rearview mirror, but Hoots was quicker in that sector as well. Looks like McLaughlin got him in sector 3 by just a little bit, few hundredths of a second. As he crosses the, Hoots has crossed the start-finish line to finish the lap. The gap is 8.8 on the timing tire. Hoots was a couple of hundredths quicker there. Little small chips. He's chipping away just a little bit, but at this particular pace, it doesn't seem like it'll be enough to make a difference. Well, Sean McLaughlin continues to get it done here at Lime Rock Park. And boy, I tell you, it's so much about road racing. It is just absolutely critical that you keep that car on track. It's just absolutely imperative. Because you have any kind of off, and any kind of advantage you have will just go away in a heartbeat. It's still only showing the 3 cars a lap down. Oh, I think we got to report Kelly Thomas went off track, and that handed the 3rd place. Thomas losing another spot there, lost 2 positions. He went off track there. I'm betting it was the final lap. Let's take a look here and see. And most likely, here it is coming down The final turn. Yep. Did he hit the wall? Oh, he just kind of grazed the wall and it kind of bounced him back up onto the track, but that is definitely where he lost his position there. Now running in that 5th spot. He's got 10 laps to go. If he's got the pace, he could get back up there and try to make something happen. Your race leader, Sean McLaughlin, down on pit road. Coming in, getting some, probably just getting fuel. I have not seen anybody take tires at all. I really don't think that, this is more or less a sort of a sprint race. So he's topping off that tank, and boy, that was quick, 4.1 seconds. And he's down and away. And that moves Cody Staton into the lead. Riley Hoots, on his way back out, he pitted from P2, and now he's down to 7th position. So here we go. Things are kind of shaking up here, folks. I was saying earlier, somewhere with less than 10 laps to go, we're probably going to see some more pit stops and shake up the order a little bit. So let's see what happens there. Staton's your leader. Josh Brock running in the 2nd position now. Now, Sean, he didn't lose too much. He's P3. And probably Staton and Brock will probably have to pit. And matter of fact, there they go right now as we speak. They're making their way on the pit road. So McLaughlin, he is going to retain the lead once again. And Kevin Mahoney, they're all coming in. I see another group of cars coming in. There's Josh Brock. There's Kevin Mahoney, James Brossiker. A lot of the guys who've been out already. Charles Roberson. Let's see if he's going to come in or not. Riley Hoots, he scooted on by. He got back into, cycled back up to the 2nd position. Cody Staton, he was in and out, so he retained 3rd position. And there was enough space between each of them so that they really didn't have to lose too much there. There's Kevin Mahoney. He's in the 9th spot. James Brossiker right there. And P10, Alan Bledsoe. He's running 11th. Looks like everybody else has stopped. Matthew Batby in the 12th position. Paul Bajanic 13th. Winker, everybody else is still running though. Winker, he's lap down in 14th. Gerald Space 15th. And Ryan Cruz 15th and Gerald Space in the 16th position. So that'll probably do it for pit stops fuel-wise. I think everybody has run the course here now as far as that's concerned. Weather's been pretty good out here too. It's still 78-degree air temperature, track temperature 106. The track's not super hot out there. That's probably been helping to keep those good years alive. Crosses the stripe, it's 6 to go. There's Riley Coots. Should be on his way to a podium position there, along with Cody Staton in that P3 spot. And I don't see everybody's kind of equalized here now. Josh Brock, he's not really close enough to Staton to mount an attack. Kelly Thomas, he's working in on the 78 though. He may have an opportunity to pick up a position here if he can get close enough. Trying to work in a little closer. Charles Roberson, he's comfortably in that 6th position. Let's see. Everybody else is spaced out. There's Mahoney. And Paul Bajanic, he's running 9th. Oh, Cody Staton, trouble. Oh, no, he's in trouble. Right there at pit road. What happened? Don't tell me he ran out of, did he run out of? Okay, the engine's still running. Not sure what happened there. Let's go back and take a look at that and see what happened. There's Staton coming down the final turn. And, oh, yeah, he went well off the grass, and somebody else followed him, the 28 there, Kelly Thomas. They both just followed there, and looks like Stanton, he's just sitting there trying to get himself together. Oh, boy, and I think that might have been the 00. I'm not sure who that was. Somebody's like, oh, my goodness, I had to go by on the inside. Tough break for Cody Stanton. Hey, like I say, folks, things can change very, very quickly. Sean McLaughlin, he's still your leader. Riley Hoots in the second position. Josh Brock now in that third position, 4 laps to go. And he's got a comfortable lead over Charles Roberson, 2.8 seconds. Roberson in that 4th spot. That moves everybody up the order here a little bit. Everybody's pushing a little harder here now, trying to get going. Matthew Matby, he's about 3 seconds, 4 seconds ahead of Kelly Thomas. Thomas actually now coming down on pit road. You saw him follow. Who was it he followed? I think he followed, who was it? Cody Stanton off of the final turn there a couple of laps ago. So he's coming on in now. And so this is his 3rd stop. Boy, that was like 1.9 seconds. That was just a splash of fuel to get to the end, most likely. And he's on his, Cody Stanton's also coming in. Also, it looks like a splash of fuel as well. Gerald Space making his way down. And don't see anybody else coming in. Jason Monteville. Kevin Mahoney in the 66 car. And Alan Bledsoe, actually, that's all a battle for a position. Bledsoe running in that 5th spot, trying to keep both the 8 and the 66 behind him. There are 2 laps remaining. I think Monteville has a little more pressure coming from Mahoney than he's putting on Bledsoe at the moment. But sometimes that's what people try to put pressure on you and force you into a mistake. So Riley Hoots on pit road. That actually shuffled him down a lap down, so he's well out of contention now. Now 6 cars not on the lead lap. Kevin Mahoney trying the high outside line there. Well, I tell you, Mason Monteville, he's holding steady there, holding on to that 6th position. And we're on the final lap here. Sean McLaughlin has started the final lap. Jason Monteville trying to hold on. Meanwhile, Charles Roberson, he got past Josh Brock. There's Sean McLaughlin. He's pretty much academic for him now. He's on his way to a victory here at Lime Rock Park. One more corner to go for the 33. And he's 19 seconds ahead of Roberson. So even if he went off in the grass, and how about that? He went off in the grass. Just to get, what I was about to say, even if he went off in the grass, he would still hold on. And so it is Sean McLaughlin, your race winner here at Lime Rock Park. Sean McLaughlin getting it done here at Lime Rock Park. I tell you, he got to the front and really made it. As I tell you, it was a lot of it was, and I don't know. Riley Hoots. Somebody was saying what happened to Hoots. I'm not sure what happened. I think unless it was just a fuel situation, that he just had to come in for a splash of fuel or something. But he did spin off once, at least once. I know that he spun off. But yeah, congratulations there to Sean McLaughlin, your race winner. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at your finishing order here now. Race results. And we got Sean McLaughlin, the winner. Charles Roberson, P2. Matthew Wilson comes up with the final position on the podium in third. Alan Bledsoe fourth. Jason Montefiore fifth. Kevin Mahoney 6th, James Brossiger 7th, Paul Bajanic 8th, Josh Brock 9th, Matthew Batby rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Kevin Winker in the 11th position, Ryan Cruz is 12th, 13th is Kelly Thomas, 14th is Riley Hoots, Cody Statton in the 16th position, and 15th position. And 16th, I think that's it. Gerald Space, I'm not sure. He's not showing on the graphic. I don't know why it won't change positions for me, but yeah, he's finished in the 16th position. So don't forget to join us this coming Thursday as we head to the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we'll be going there for the Coca-Cola Roval 120. And so for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.